Willkommen, New Moon Virgo. Can you hear the crickets? Sun and Moon are both square with Mars right now, exactly on the same degree. And that is hard feelings. It's hard feelings and hard expression. That is a action-causing aspect that brings a lot of Marsy energy to this new moon, to the whole month of Virgo, the whole sign of Virgo. So of course this is going to depend on, in general, this is just hard weather, some sort of stormy weather in the energetic plane and the physical plane. Maybe a storm, some kind of weird freak storm today. Or it gets really hot because of Mars and Sun. But yeah, it is, if you had, say, something Pisces, 4 degrees or something, then it seems like a really hard transit. Warrior attacking you somehow, hurting your expression and your feelings. That could mean just wherever you go today, the people who have something hard here, Sagittarius or Pisces around 4 degrees. Look at that. They'll have these two hard angles bringing action to them. So that's just a good example of the people who are going to notice this. And if I still had my astrology group, they would come and be like, what the fuck? Today's fucked. Why is today so fucked? Yep, it's true. People come and say, why is shit so fucked on these fucked days? That is accident. That is accidents. It's people being aggressive and Marsy toward you, bringing war to you somehow. And then it would depend where it is, over which house. So it might be out in the public, or I might be at home. I might be at home and people are being like that to you. Which means even at home, you know, you could be on the internet. You can try to escape these transits. But the people who have something around for Pisces and Sag, especially, having that action against them and towards them, causes effects. These are the events that I talk about if you want to get to know what's going to happen in the future, and then talk about how we possibly have free will or don't, because it seems like the events are already written and we can look over and see these are the big events that happened. So we can look back in our past and see, here's an accident, here somebody died, here was a very happy time, we had everything we needed and wanted, and you know, Jupiter was by my Venus and we had everything and more, and then Saturn was on my Mars and we got this new house, but it's a very old house and it needs a little bit of everything, so it's a lot of work, it's a lot of Saturn work. Yeah. Anyway, you can go over your whole chart and see how this is affect you, how these things affect you. Or you can just wait and then see, did something shitty happen? And then go ask your astrologer, why was that day so shitty? And can you tell me if there's another day like that that's going to come so I can be ready? Then you can try to be ready, but it might still happen. But then maybe having those experiences, you learn that this will always just keep happening. And you just have to accept it. And or we learn after that, or within that, that we can use them. We can affect other people. We can affect many other people, or just a few other people, and events that are happening, because we know that something's going to happen, so we can treat that day, as it were, and be on the guard even more, be on the alert. But I don't know, you guys, I don't really know. Do we have actual free will, or are we just thinking we do? And this is all written. And the shit is just ticking along, fucking with our shit. Anyway, sorry I forgot the Leo moon video. This video isn't even really about Virgo moon at all, but I don't know. I still am gonna put it out because talking about plain signs is boring, even though it's basics and it's what you need to know. Think about Leo and the sun in the middle of summer and just how perfect it is. Everything is there. You have everything you need. The mother Cancer started summer, and Leo is the middle season, and Virgo is the harvest. It's the harvest time now, where we really start to fret over those details, you know? And that's okay, that's natural. It's natural to fret over things you should fret about because you don't want to die and starve in the winter. You have knowledge of starving through the winter and freezing if you've done it. So you know the next time, if I don't want to feel like shit, then I'm gonna fix that. Whether it be if you think you can eat less and, I don't know, pile up under wool blankets and hibernate like a bear, you could try that, go ahead. But you might think of things while you're in that state that you could have done to save you from doing that. Because you might at some point want to get up and do something, and then your house is freezing and you have no food. Which Leo really can forget about that. In Leo, I think. So in a Virgo, when Virgo starts, it's really the time that you start to say, oh shit, okay, I played enough and now it's time to bunker down. We need to preserve it, we need to pickle, we need to can, we need to ferment, we need to dry, we need to store. And yeah, you know, single people might not think about that as much, I guess, and they might be better off to explore eating less and stuff. But as a mom, you just sort of have this forever nagging feeling that is your number one job, to keep these children alive. So you're always thinking about that. And I could definitely not eat a whole winter and just feed them and just eat crumbs or something. You know, I know I would be absolutely fine. Because I would just figure out a way for them to eat. Because that's what moms do. That's what good moms do. They protect their babies. They keep them alive, and not just alive, but healthy, and try to keep their emotional well-being in mind at all times as well. Especially as teenagers. It was my daughter's birthday 2 days ago. Another reason why I didn't do the Leo moon video, I was busy hanging out with my mini-me. Sort of an inner journey. We go through these new moon to full moon to new moon again cycles in our own charts. And up in the sky they're happening. Anyway, through that balsamic until this, I learned the actual meaning of balsamic was healing properties. So we're calling the balsamic maybe moon. The name for that dark moon time might be named because the balsamic vinegar is dark. I don't know, but it could be because it's healing. That's what came to me. And it does really make sense. And I do know a lot of new moon people. The man of the house here is actually a new moon. I'm a huge waning, disseminating, after full moon person. And he is a new moon. He is born right at the new moon, just a few degrees away from exact new moon. After the new moon, not balsamic. And it's like this fresh, clean, new slate, and he's always trying to start over. It's kind of annoying to me. He's like, oh, just forget about all that. Start over in this moment. That, and he's not trying to do it to be, you know, because that was a thing on fucking YouTube or something. It was trendy. And like the law of attraction and live in the now and all that. That's not, he's just like that. All new moon people are like that. They have this, what are you stewing in the past about? What are you waning and disseminating about all the time, Mary? Just let it go. It's just a fresh restart. And I'm not like that at all. I wasn't born like that. I'm not like that. We also have phases that we're going through right now, right? So I am after the new moon right now in my phase, in my progressed moon phase. But so that's kind of funny too, because we'll have our new moon phase and then a full moon phase, where we sort of mimic these other people that are born like that. But at the same time, we still have a base. We still have a base. And a waning, disseminating moon will always be disseminating information somehow. Frank Monday is one. I'm one. Eric Dubé is one. Bob Marley was one. There's lots of singers who are like that, who write all their own music and they just keep song after song after song. And it doesn't matter their messages just flow and people pick up different levels of it. Yeah, and everyone has a purpose. And that's what the new moon seems to be to me, like a fresh restart is a healing. The balsamic is the time when we're supposed to rest. The 12th house, Pisces, balsamic. Before the equinox, before the spring and it starts again, before Aries moon and it starts again, before new moon and it starts again. Some people put new moon as Cancer, but I do like to put it as Aries. So it does fit there. Because Aries does have a sort of healing feeling about it. Like they can just go on. They can just move on. What? Look at this. I just found this in my daughter's sketchbook. What? She didn't show this to me. It's so cute. I love it.